Friends, it is Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. Tuesday is the election. And these next 2 days for DJT Trump media could be either off the wall crazy with volume, numbers, pricing, a complete feeding frenzy, or it could be just more sell-off. It's hard to say at this point. We've never seen this. We've never been here. We've never had a stock with the face of the company is the former president, and soon in 48 hours could be the new elected president for the next 4 years of the United States of America. So I think everyone is talking. We're all in small groups talking what's going on. We're all biting our nails, drinking, smoking, just kind of trying to figure out where to go. Are we buying puts, options, both? Are we selling? Are we buying more? Where do we enter into this realm of uncertainty for good or bad? I don't think you shouldn't be embarrassed to ask yourself that question. We're all wondering the same thing. So if anybody is telling you what's going to happen, I think that's more of a dangerous place to be. I think you should be going like, it's a toss-up, it's a gamble at this point. Now, one thing that we do know about this week should be freaking insane in the market. We've got a lot of big companies reporting earnings, huge companies. At the end of the week, the Fed will be coming out saying, hey, this is what we're doing with rate cuts. We're expecting rate cuts regardless, so that should be good for the market in general. And plus, the election is on Tuesday. Not that we'll really know anything Tuesday. We'll be more into Wednesday, have a little more of a firmer foundation of where things are going here. By Thursday, probably it should be called, maybe, but the 2020, it wasn't officially called until that Saturday. And I talked about this before because that is important for DJT here, because this could be a long week of high volumes. What I'm doing is what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. Please, I've said this before, but this needs to be the bullet point underlined 100%. If you do not have money to put in this and watch it be set on fire, do not be involved in this. This is a very high risk, dangerous situation at this point, okay? No one knows what's going to happen here, but we do have suspicions of what is going to happen. So let's break that down and talk about this. Now, as you can see, there are some very high call sheets right now for puts, calls. There's people betting for it, people betting against it, people doing both. I get either way. A lot of people have already made a ton of money off this stock. I mean, this is not something that I think most of us at this point are just walking into and going like, what's going on over here? I think we've been here, the majority of us here. We've been here either 4 years, a few months, or maybe a few weeks. You know, you're not new to what's going on here. This is not so. If somebody is just walking into this situation, this is not a stock right now that we're putting money into, because I heard they had some really good quarterlies and are going to be doing some really amazing things with their company. No. We don't care about that. That's not. If you're buying into this for the next 2 to 3 days because you want to support Trump and you want to hold on to it, you're gonna get burned. You're gonna get, either way. Even if Trump wins, you're gonna get burned, and I'll explain that. So let's run some scenarios here. Okay, these are scenarios of what we could be up against here. So probably by 5 6 o'clock in the morning here, Monday morning, a.m., we should start to see some volume in the market here. Now, I'm going to be very curious. Now, if DJT here, it's sitting at around a $30 and some change mark here. That's where it closed off Friday. If it starts to show some signs of high volume, high push in that early morning, going from 35, it's got some volume. People are trying to get some money in it. That's a good sign. That's a good sign that we could be seeing the stage be set here again, like last Monday, where it just went from 35 to 40, 45, 50 within a 48-hour period. Could that repeat itself? It could repeat itself, because if it's going to repeat itself, this should be the week for it to do that. Now, right now in the general polling, Trump is ahead in all these swing states. We're not talking about the popular vote. We're talking about swing states. We're talking about Georgia, North Carolina, even Pennsylvania. The non-biased polling system right now, Trump is leading. Some places just by hair, but what is so interesting about this, and listen, this is not, so if somebody in here just loves Kamala and they are just like losing their mind right now, I'm not trying to make you lose your mind. I'm generally looking at the data right now, okay? You can look it up. It's out there. I'm not talking about going to CNN. I'm not talking about going to Fox News. I'm talking about looking at the non-biased polar polls right now, okay? Right now, Trump is winning in these swing states. And over west, you got Arizona, Nevada, Utah, all that. So those we're really uncertain about those situations. But Trump is doing well. He's doing well there too. But the situation at hand here is that Trump has never done this well in 2016 and 2020, this early. It's always been like Trump's behind, he's not going to do well, and even in 2020 when he was somewhat doing better than 2016 in the polls, it's still what happened. So, but even now he is so far ahead. This is why the betting average and just you're seeing, JP Morgan, all these big analysts come out and say like we've already priced in a Trump win, and that's why we're moving forward with this. I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm just saying right now from the data, the evidence, what we're looking at, it's looking like Trump may actually pull this off. This may actually be happening. So let's run that scenario first. Because that's what we can see in black and white right now. That's what we're looking at. Okay. Monday morning is going to be very telling. Monday morning could be the cheapest moment to buy into the stock if it starts to show signs of getting crazy. Last week, the stock immediately started showing signs of push. It did not stop. We went from Monday to Tuesday close. We were pushing $10 a day. Tuesday, we captured around $11.50 that day. And then Wednesday, the market started to show signs of sell-off. Thursday, not good. Friday, more of a bloodbath. Job data report came out. Not good. Who thunk it? So with that scenario, I suspect Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the best days in this stock before we even know what the outcome is going to be. Tuesday will probably be very good. This is what I'm thinking. Is this going to happen? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. It could go completely opposite and we could see a sell-off. It's just kind of hard to imagine that's what is going to happen at this point. So sitting at a low 30 right now, and $30 for this stock right now is very low. This stock, pretty much most of this year from January until the end of the summer, this stock was holding around a $30 to $50 range within a 2-week period. So it's not abnormal for this stock to give you $30 one day, $40 the next day, back to $35 the next day, and then to a $50 2 days from there. We've seen that plenty this year with the stock. It's been a very, very violent year for this stock, but it's made people a lot of money. Now, these next 3 days are going to be probably no different. I would not be surprised to see early morning heavy push, heavy sell-off, and then a build back up by noon. I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm just saying these are things from me being a part of this stock for as long as I have now. This is kind of the suspicion, the breadcrumbs that I'm picking up here with this stock, okay? Now, please understand, friends, this is a highly lucrative situation, but it's a very dangerous situation as well. Depending on where polling is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a heavy day for polling. They're going to be coming out with polls, talking about who they expect to win. I would say don't look for the general media to give you real truthful polling, because obviously this sounds like another push for Trump, but they're not going to give you a fair estimate of Trump winning. That's not what the general media wants to hear right now. Even on YouTube, I have to be careful about what I say right now. That's how thick the situation is. It's always Kamala is always going to be in the lead. Okay, she's always going to be in the lead. Let's just put it that way until the election is called. If Trump looks like he is pulling this thing off by Wednesday morning, I suspect this stock will go freaking nuts. I suspect the stock will probably run to around $60 to $90. Okay, maybe more. I think the majority of us that have been here with this stock will say that they see that's true. And that's not really a big deal, because we've seen this stock run up to $70 to $100 just on some good news with the stock. So this right here is the cream of the crop, what we've been waiting for. This is the moment to see if Trump can actually win while holding this stock. This is all in. This is like, hey, I'm going all in, 21, I'm betting on it, blackjack. This is it. By Wednesday, it's a gamble, okay? Monday, Tuesday, you're buying, selling, you're slicing off a little bit of pie here, there. Okay, you're scalping, or you're taking. If you're buying in early enough, low enough, you're doing the right thing. But once again, too, do not be ashamed. Do not be afraid to take profit, because I think either way, this is gonna be like wah. I think this is gonna be a very violent few days with this stock. Okay, don't be afraid to take profit, even a little. At least take enough profit to where you cover what you put in. At least get somewhat there, because I don't see a scenario at this moment where Kamala just completely sweeps Trump. That's not at least what data we're seeing right now. I think it's going to be close between both of them, or if anything. Be careful how much you're putting into this and how high you're buying. Okay, be careful how high you're buying going later into the week before this election is called, because here's the next part, here's the next scenario, here's the bad part. If there is a hint, a smell in the air that Trump is losing this election, if that is coming out, this stock will fall apart within hours. It will go from 50 to 60 to $10. You better bet your bottom dollar right there. Why will it do that? It will do that because the company, the stock, will not survive the next few years of what will be coming towards it. The survival of this company 100% is dependent on Trump winning this election, okay? That's not me trying to say anything mean against Truth Social, Trump, anything like that. It's the God's honest truth. Do not be naive to the media, what's going on there, and what will happen if Kamala wins with Truth Social. Do not be naive to that. Another thing, do not be naive and emotional to keep this stock to say, well, I'm going to see what happens. Maybe they'll pull it off. You're going to be holding a lot of capital in this stock if Trump doesn't win, just to see if a company does well. A company, by the way, that has not really been doing great financially, but it is a new company, and no one's really looking at financials right now with this company. They don't care. This has been a FOMO play all year, okay? Because we've never seen anything like this. It's been a very unique situation that probably for most of us, we will never be a part of something like this again in our lifetime. Maybe our children will, I don't know. But I mean, the only other time something like this could have possibly happened is maybe like a Reagan situation where, if Reagan had some kind of app, I don't know, because he was famous. That doesn't even make sense, but I'm just trying to say someone who's famous and not from the political background. That's kind of what I'm trying to reference there, but they make a company as well and they become the face of it. So this is a situation we may never see again in our lifetime when it comes to investing, okay? Be very careful to what's going on right now. So I think a lot of us are about to make a lot of money here. I think we're about to make a lot of money, whether you're buying puts or calls, betting for it, bet against it, both. But the main bullet points I would tell anyone, and I think a lot of, close friends that we're talking, everyone that's talking right now, it's this: be careful how high you're buying in right now. Make a limit for yourself, okay? Make a limit how much you want to be in, okay? Make a limit how much you're willing to lose. That's very important right now, okay? Because this is a betting situation. Like I said, tomorrow morning, this could shoot up to 45, and then it could shoot down by Monday night. That's a very real possibility, okay? Because people are going to be taking profit. And do not forget this. Last week, people were buying in at 45, and they're stuck, they're bag holding, and they want to get out. Those 45ers, they want to get out of this, okay? So what do you think they're going to do when this thing hits 45 again? They're going to unload. Majority of them are going to unload. But two, they're going to want to buy back in, because they're probably going to make a little bit of profit. And there's going to be high volatility on this thing. It's going to be high volume. It's going to be moving. Like I said, don't be afraid to take profit, okay? Be careful how high you're buying in. Be careful how long you hold this. And let's run this last scenario. Even if Trump wins this election, let's say Thursday at the latest, it's called. Okay, Trump wins. Great for people that are holding this. The stock is hitting all-time highs. It's flushing over maybe a triple-digit number. Maybe it just hits 80. Okay, I think we'll take that from 30 to 80 at this point, depending on how much capital you put in. That's probably more than what people have hit all year in the market. There will still be a sell-off. Okay, don't be naive to like this is gonna run to like $100 all year. No. there still will be a sell-off, okay? So either way this week, I think you need to take profit, okay? For God's sakes, take profit, okay? Treat yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Take profit. Don't be naive that this is going to hold up all year, because, listen, it's November. We've still got to get through November, and then guess what happens in December? If you've been in the market for a while, guess what happens in November? People start selling. They start selling their bags. They need money. The market sells off. It sells off. So DJT here, Trump Media, is going to sell off. Now, I don't know what the sell-off's going to be, but there's good news. If Trump did win, January, he will be inaugurated. He will be placed in the White House. What do you think is going to happen all over again? Maybe not as big, but what's going to happen again? Trump Media here is going to run heavy once again here. So there's multiple plays that are going to happen here, okay? So the main thing I can say to anyone this week is be careful how high you're buying in. Don't be afraid to take profit. And for God's sakes, take profit this week. No matter what, take freaking profit, okay? That doesn't mean that it's going to stop running into next week if Trump wins, but at some point, the high is going to be the high, and you need to take profit. Even if you set, I want to sell out at $65, you set a limit price, and for God's sake, set a sell price too, so you don't lose your money. That's really all I have to say, friends, and for me, I'm talking to myself as much as I'm just talking here, okay? It's hard not to get greedy in these situations. It's hard not to get greedy. I get it. But it is a situation that we ought to be aware of, that it's better, at the end of the day, it's better to make profit and not lose money. Even if you come out the other end with $50, $20, $500, $5,000, it's still a better feeling than having to bag hold something, especially something where you're pretty sure you're not going to get your money back, okay? So I hope that helped. I wish everyone so much luck tomorrow. I hope all of you guys, everyone becomes filthy rich off this. I hope you make a lot of money to where you can give your kids a great Christmas present, your wives, husbands, whatever it be. It's been a heck of a year. I have been talking about this stock for 4 years and been waiting for this moment for years now. It seems like yesterday, but wow, it's here, and here we go, and I'm excited. So friends, take care of yourself, and I will talk to you tomorrow, and we will see if this thing is running up or it's running down. But I have a high suspicion that it's going to do very well tomorrow. Friends, take care of yourself. Bye, everyone.